114.3. Let's talk about today. Because I had this person come into work today, and thank you to all the managers that are actually doing their job. This guy came into the shop quite upset. Well, I wouldn't say upset. This guy came into the shop wanting to return something. Most places have a return policy. So, you want to return something, you can return it. Which, that just makes logical sense. As long as it's within the good condition and within the return window, you can return said item. I had a gentleman who came to return a phone. Obviously, they no longer wanted to have it. For whatever reason, maybe it's the wrong model, they changed their mind after 14 days, because, people can go, I buy something, actually I don't need or want it, I want to return it. So they don't have a receipt, so I said to them, without the receipt, even though I sold you the item, company policy states we need the receipt to refund the transaction. So they go home and get it, as well as paperwork, which they needed as well. So I sent them home to go and get said information. They then proceed, I asked them, just out of curiosity, it's probably none of my business, but I have to ask, what is with the return? Is there something wrong with the product? Is it not to your liking? General questions of why you want to return said product. And I'm like, okay, reasonable question to ask. So, obviously, customer obliges. I just want to return it. I fear that I'm going to break it because I've got big hands, and I might damage the phone. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Maybe they want to exchange it for a larger model phone, which I'm like, fair enough. No, they just want to cancel the whole thing and get their money back. So I review the items. We obviously have to do a wipe down, meaning erase anything that's on that phone and basically make it factory default setting. No, that was not the case. Turns out the phone screen was completely scratched up to the point I had to basically speak to someone through a web chat system that our business has and go, look, how do I go ahead about proceeding this? Because is there restrictions that say no, we can't return it if it's in this condition? It's not smashed or chipped or anything. It's just the entire screen was scratched up. So they said speak to your manager and get their opinion. I was single manning for the day, so it's just me. So I call my old manager and said, look, I'm about to forward you some images that I have taken. Please review them. What do you think? And I said, because my current manager, she's busy, she's not picking up her phone. So you're my only go-to guy. He said, in my personal opinion, I would not accept that as a return. No. So I'm like, cool. I'll pass that information on to the guy. Guy did not like that one bit. He called us a bunch of fucking pirates, and we're quick to take money, but not quick enough to return it. But I'm sorry, but if you damage property, and then all of a sudden you want to return it, who's the fucking pirate then? Because I'm sorry, but you can't return an item if you damage said item. Because it's not how it came out of the box. My current manager finally picked up the phone. I said, look, I've already got the old manager, we're going to call him Manager A. I said, we already had Manager A's input, so I want to get a second manager's input. Manager B agreed with Manager A. I forwarded her the photos, and she went, no, I'm sorry, but I agree with Manager A. No. Told him, saying, look, higher-ups have both said no, we can't do anything about it. So he left in a bit of a huff. But before that, while waiting for Manager B to get on the phone, a few shop floor managers came in and tried to defuse the situation. Guy understood that, yeah, I shouldn't have spoken to him that way. I'm just upset and stressed out, and I just want my money back. And I said, that's understandable. He then also argued when I said, look, I get the situation, but the fact that it's scratched, complete screen scratch, trying to say it's minimal damage, no. that is beyond minimal damage. Like, my old 14 Pro Max had a scratch in the screen barely noticeable. That's minimal damage. An entire screen where you could turn it off onto, like, standby mode. You can see all the scratches. The fact you turn the screen on and have, like, a background there with the time and the date, and you can still see all the scratches. I'm sorry, that is not minimal scratches. That looks like you've taken a bunch of car keys, scratched the screen, you let your pet scratch the screen, you bite the screen and grind your teeth against the screen. That's what it looked like. And I obviously was like, okay, don't shout at me. I get the frustration, dude. I get it. You want your money back. For them to even then suggest, oh, then don't refund me the full amount. So, like, say the phone was $999, only refund me $700 so they can take $200 of it to repair the screen. It doesn't work that way. If that was the case, I'm pretty sure you would be getting no money back, plus also the charge fee for the replacement. So, yeah, today I have been verbally abused. What a fucking job I have. Occasionally, we get idiots that are like this, and obviously I did the right thing, and I have just, like, I've had it today. Today, there has been multiple times where I wish I blew up in his face, and I didn't. I handled it correctly, and, if, for whatever reason, anyone watching this thinks it's a good idea to verbally abuse members of staff who are just doing their fucking jobs, don't be a fucking dick. Look, I've done it before. I get it. Being hot-headed because you want to get, you're the customer, you think you're in the right, but at the same time, even when I said the screen was scratched, they were like, nah, fuck off with that bullshit, it's not scratched, rubs the screen. Oh, it is scratched. Well, yeah, you can't chalk that off to being dust particles or dirt on the screen. That is scratches. And like I spoke to another member of staff who was there after he'd left, I was like, at that point, I don't think it was, I want to return the product because I want my money back or I don't want the device. I think it was because I want my money back because I scratched up the screen. And, like, it sucks, but at the end of the day, I get it. It's times are tough. Some people may just want their money back. It could have just been a simple situation of the phone was too small. But then, the verbal abuse, it wasn't fucking needed. I don't make nearly enough to tolerate fucking mental abuse. I don't think even a salary means you should tolerate mental abuse. No one should get fucking mental abuse for doing their job. The customer understood at the end of the day, I'm doing my job and I have to do what I'm told. And if people above me in the company pecking order have told me what to say and do, I can't go against their decision. And like I said to him before he left the store, quite annoyed that he didn't get his way, that I've had two managers who outrank me in the pecking order of businesses both tell me, no, you are not getting your money back. No, you are not refunding the phone. I'm pretty sure I'm outranked at that point. Even with just one of them alone. Two of them on me saying, no, do not refund that. Or we can't accept the phone in that condition. I'm sorry, mate, but I'm pretty sure at this point, if I outrank you in the pecking order and you're the customer, I stand no chance. So, yeah. Like, gotta love mental abuse. Like, anyone watching this and you've had a bad day or you've lashed out at an employee of, like, Walmart, Target, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Asda, anywhere in this fucking world, go and fucking apologise to them. They're probably dealing with some shit that you don't know and you've just made their day 10 times worse. So, go and apologise to them and just say, look, that was out of line, I'm sorry. Because at the end of the day, people just need to be a lot fucking nicer to each other in this day and age. Like, the world has got enough shit going on. You should not be trying to beef with whoever you want at this point. But, yeah, no. On a whole nother note, my weight loss I'm actually quite happy with. You saw at the earlier segment of this vlog, and then it became, oh look, I got mentally abused at work. mentally abused, verbally abused. Yeah, so I also reported it on a form that we have at work for verbal abuse and physical abuse, because sometimes some of us don't get so lucky, and I know someone who's physically worked where I worked, and he was the manager. He got a punch in the face. Yeah, that is how my day has been. I've just been sat here relaxing for the past 4 hours since I got home. I've just been watching more of that anime, and I've already completed season 1, and I'm about to start season 2. So, yeah, I think me unwinding with some anime was a good decision. Was going to continue working on more of those animations. I managed to get the first batch of my side done for the first video. Haven't finished my opponent's team yet. But the way I'm doing it is I'm working on all 12 of mine first, then all of his 12. So that way, they're done. And I could just put them in the drive and go, "Ayo, Thomas, there's more stuff for you to do." But Thomas is doing a good job. He's, I think, at the moment either working on a video for EQ or Vinny. And I'm pretty sure after that it's either Rich on the pecking list or it's me. And I want to say it's Rich. So Thomas, if you're watching this vlog, buddy, let me know if I was correct on your schedule, because I'm pretty sure it goes EQ, Vinny, Rich, me. Unless Patters is in there somewhere. I don't know if he edits for Patters. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure he does. But I know he also edits for Alpharad. So, yeah. But, yeah. I think that is where I'm going to wrap it up for today. The PSA of this video: be kinder to employees. Don't be dicks. Unless you work at dicks, then be a dick all you want. But, with that being said, I'm going to wrap up, and I'll see you guys for tomorrow's vlog. I want to get back to some anime.